One of the topics of debates that people love to chime in on is the subject of participation trophies. Do we just give everyone a trophy for participating in a competition, or we only give the winners? The winners get something, maybe the runner-up, and that's enough. You don't need to give a participation trophy. What's the pros and cons? Everyone weighs them. My personal opinion, hopefully without risk of getting in trouble, is that participation trophies are a good thing so long as there's also a clear trophy for the winners and the runners up. It's good to know that you have a trophy for participating, that you put in the effort and attempted to become the best, to be victorious. And I say that with the backdrop of our story in one of the stories in Parshas Korach, where the rebellion continues to rage in among the Jewish people, and finally, the God says the way we're going to determine who is worthy of serving in the Beis Hamikdash, serving in the Mishkan, is that everyone takes their staff. Every tribe, every leader of tribe takes their staff, places it in the Mishkan, and whichever one is going to flower, that will be the one selected to serve in the Mishkan. And ultimately, it was Aaron's staff, the tribe of Levi, the Aaron staff, that ultimately is victorious, and the rebellion is quashed once and for all. But the language of the what happens next is really interesting. This is what Rav Zalman Sorotzkin points out in his Sefer Oznaim LaTorah. It says, Vayiru, they saw what happened. Moshe took out the staffs from the Ol Moed. They saw them. Vayikchu ish mateh, when they took their staffs. Where are they taking their staffs? What do you need it for? At this point, you could do like a baseball bat. You didn't win. You break it over your knee and you move on. Where do they take it? Says Rav Sorotzkin. Those who didn't win took it home. Why did they take it home? He said because it served as such a valuable reminder to all those who participated in this effort. Each one of them was willing to sacrifice, to become like Shevet Levi, someone who owns no land, owns no real estate, and their job is to serve the Jewish people. They all were willing to do it for God, but they weren't selected. But just because they didn't win doesn't mean that their staff is meaningless. But rather, it serves as a message and a reminder that they participated, they were willing, and they were prepared mentally, emotionally, and physically to do this job. And I would add on one more point. The taking home of the staff also will remind those leaders, those tribes, that you're keeping your receipts. You remember the journey. Yes, maybe this one was a failure, you were unsuccessful, but this will serve as motivation for you to continue to improve, to continue to grow and get better, so that next time, while this staff is bare, maybe the next time your staff will actually bear fruit. And that's the message for us to remember each and every day, to sacrifice on behalf of Kadosh Baruch Hu, on behalf of our families, on behalf of our communities. And yes, we may not always come out on top, we may not always be the victors, but because we were willing to dive in, get our hands dirty, we deserve to be rewarded and acknowledged for the effort that we put forth. And also as a reminder to never give up. We have these messages, we keep these mementos with us. Maybe you have letters, rejection letters that you keep with you, and you look back at them and you see 20 years later where the journey has taken you, how far you've come, and then you can look back and say, it was all worth it. These were all necessary steps in my evolution and in my growth as a person, as a human being, as a member of Klal Yisrael. I hope everyone continues to put in the effort each and every day, continue growing, and may all of our staffs be fully bloomed quickly and speedily in our days. Have a wonderful Shabbos.